You guys, those student loans have to go. They gotta go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If you're new here, this channel is all about budgeting, personal finances, and paying off our debt. Now, my biggest, actually my only debt is my student loans, which you guys, if you saw my debt journey video, you know all about how that happened and so where I'm coming from and why I decided to start this channel. So I have a 5-year plan for paying off those student loans. My current balance right now is just shy of $187,000, which are all federal student loans. They're all with Fed Loan Servicing, so they all are under one payment because I have spent the last 3 years getting rid of all of my private student loans and all of other debt that I had, which I don't even remember. I don't know, paid off my new car, things like that. So I just got myself to a place where all I have left is these damn federal student loans. So I have a 5-year plan to have them gone, paid off, out of my life forever, so I can move on, do what I really want, and get this damn monkey off my back. So we're talking about our 2021 financial goals today. I have showed this in a previous video, but this is my very childlike cartoon drawing of my 5-year plan for my student loan payoff and other financial goals that I have, like becoming a real estate investor and just making money online and having more passive income. So that is really my 5-year vision, but today we're talking about just 2021 because having such a huge goal, like $187,000 is a lot of freaking money. Like that's a mortgage pretty much. A half decent a really nice mortgage depending on what part of the country you're in. Yeah, not in California, but we're not talking about California. So that's a huge goal, and if I just sat here and thought about it kind of all at once, like looking at a sum like that is completely overwhelming. So I'm trying to not think of it like that. So I've broken it down into smaller goals, and that's of course something I would recommend anybody doing. If you have really big goals, financial or otherwise, break it down into smaller steps. It becomes way less overwhelming and it just seems way more attainable, and it gives you something to strive for instead of just looking at it as the big picture and getting overwhelmed and deciding it's too much, too stressful, and not doing anything about it at all. That's definitely not a place you want to be in. So today we're just talking about 2021, and yes, I know we're already almost into May. The year is a quarter of the way over, I know, and I'm sorry this video took me so long, but it is what it is. I haven't achieved any of these goals yet, but we're pretty close. So I basically have 4 major goals for the year of 2021. And the first one being I want to pay $30,000 towards my student loans. And if you have student loans, you're probably aware of what's going on with student loans right now. They are currently under forbearance under the CARES Act until the end of September of this year. So we haven't been required to be paying on them since I think last April, maybe March, I don't remember, last March. So I have not been making any payments towards them. So what I'm doing instead is I am saving for them on the side, so that when the end of September comes and that forbearance is up, I can just go ahead and put a lump sum towards my student loans. So of the $30,000, I currently have just over $7,600 saved up currently, and that amount is actually the amount of outstanding student loan interest that I have on that balance at this time. I'm actually going to pull that up to get the exact value. So just to clarify from earlier, the exact balance that I have on my federal student loans is $185,900 and $178,227.84. Sorry for the noise, the wind is blowing leaves against the window. that is the principal balance, and then the amount of interest that I have, or outstanding interest that I have on that balance, is $7,672.38. So I have that $7,672.38 saved already, because regardless of how much I'm able to pay at the end of the forbearance, at the end of September when these loans come due, I want that outstanding interest gone, because as of before the forbearance kicked in, my monthly payments that I was making, which are just over $700 a month, about $705 a month, was just all going to interest for the most part. So I want to wipe out that outstanding interest so that my monthly payments going forward will actually have more of an impact on the principal balance instead of just the outstanding interest balance. So I do have that saved so far. And hopefully by the end of September, I will have the rest of the $30,000 saved. If not, it's a goal that I have for myself before the end of the year. So I still have, it's April now, so I still have about 7 or 8 more months to save up the rest of that $30,000, which if I have the $7,600 saved already, I need about $22,500 more saved by the end of the year, which I know I can do if I put my mind to it. It's not, it shouldn't be that hard. I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm not a big shopper, and I don't really go out to eat, maybe once a month or so. So I feel like I'm not really very frivolous with my money. So I think I can certainly achieve that if I put my mind to it. So that's goal number 1 for 2021, is paying $30,000 towards my student loans. So I've got a good chunk of the way there, and I think that'll be no problem at all. Goal number 2 for 2021, buy my first real estate property. And I have been, if you've been following my videos at all, you know I've been in the process of this for about 7 months now, which has been such a pain. COVID has really put in some kinks in the works, and I certainly thought this process would be a lot quicker than it's been, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not negatively impacting me in any way. It's not costing me any extra money in any way, other than my interest rate when I first got approved has unfortunately gone up now, since interest rates have gone up, but it's not much. It's not a big deal. I hope to be closing on that property soon. Of course, you guys will be well aware when it happens, because it'll be a big celebration, because this has taken so damn long, but that's okay. So goal number 2, buy my first rental property. Already in the works. Fingers crossed, soon. Goal number 3, and I've alluded to this one before, as probably as well as the others, but goal number 3 is get my emergency funds fully funded. The first one being my general emergency fund. I want $10,000 saved and set aside, and if you saw my videos over the last few weeks, you know I got there briefly, and then I had to pay out of pocket for Invisalign because I'm too freaking old for orthodontic insurance. Whatever happens. So my emergency fund is currently back down to $8,002.74. That's okay. I know I'll get it back to $10,000 over the next couple pay periods. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. And then I want $2,000 saved for car and vehicle maintenance, things like registration. Holy crap, having a new car is so damn expensive to register. I'm used to like $20-50. I've always ever had old cars. I never had anything newer than 10 years old, so this car, when I first had to register, it was certainly a kick in the throat, but that's okay. So I want $2,000 set aside for just yearly maintenance, yearly registration, things like that. And then I want $2,000 set aside for vet and medical emergencies, such as Invisalign. That's okay. So eventually I'll get those 2 smaller emergency funds funded as well. And then my other sinking funds, yes, my other sinking funds are fully funding my Roth IRA for 2021. I have so far, let me check on that because I don't remember. I don't feel like this number I have down is right. We'll find out right now. Yeah, okay. So for 2021, so far I have invested $785 into my Roth IRA. And as you probably know, you can contribute up to $6,000 per calendar year, So I have a remaining $5,215 that I can contribute for 2021. And then the last sinking fund, which is kind of lowest priority, but still pretty cool, is I opened my Roth IRA last year in 2020, and I did not fully fund the $6,000. So they actually let you back fund those accounts, and so that's pretty cool. I only contributed $752 last year to my Roth IRA for 2020, so I can go ahead and go back and fund the remaining $5,248 if I choose to do so. So that is also on the list, but again, lowest priority. But that'd be cool if I was able to do that as well, just because I think Roth IRAs are a fantastic retirement account option, just because of the tax advantages. You can take it out tax-free once you retire, since you've already paid taxes on it before you put it in there. So yeah, get a Roth. All right. And then my last, fourth financial goal for 2021 is to somehow start making money online, because I think everybody should have a side hustle, because why the heck not? You know, I understand a lot of people are a lot busier than I am. I'm not a mom. I only have one job, even though it sucks the life out of me, and I'm always freaking there. Still, I got some free time. Obviously, I have time to make these videos. I have time to watch Netflix. You know, I got time. So I might as well be putting it to use. Any money I can make on the side will just help me get to my goals. Hell, it might even help me get there quicker. So I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like yet, but I would like it to happen. So one way or the other, start making money online. So just to recap, goal number one. Where did I start with? Right. Goal number one, $30,000 towards my student loans. And that's not including any forgiveness if the Biden administration chooses to end up doing forgiveness. There's so much talk up in the air about whether there'll be forgiveness, whether there won't be, if there is, how much, is there going to be an income cap, who freaking knows. I'm not counting that as, if it does happen, I'm not counting any sort of forgiveness towards that $30,000. That is straight up out of my pocket. $30,000 to student loans. Number two, buy my first investment property. Good God, if that takes another 8 months, I'm just gonna give up on this property. But it won't, it's gonna be great. It's gonna happen soon. And number three was fully funding my sinking funds. And number four was start making money online. Oh my God, I almost forgot about it. Good Lord. Anyway, so if you guys have big, scary goals, break them down into smaller steps. Moral of the story, break them down by year, break them down by month. What can I do this week? What can I do today to start making steps towards those huge, scary, overwhelming, stressful goals? Bring it back down, break it down, make it easy, bite-sized pieces. Let me know down in the comments, what are some of your 2021 financial goals? And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.